Funny Talk with Real People. Welcome to Funny Talk with Real People, the Inappropriate Podcast. I'm the host, Damien. Mr. Inappropriate.
Facebook, I'm Lacey Monroe. Because you're so fly. Damien.
What's going on? It's your boy Tiger Escobar.
Funny Talk with Real People.
Because she's so fly.
Oswald.
He said that. Wait a minute, hold on. What the heck was that?
Oswald Van Egbert Bunbury Jr. That's the full government.
That's all his name.
After that long name, you probably fell asleep. I'm missing you.
And we're missing our part of our family. Tiger couldn't be here tonight, but that's okay. He's here in spirit. He's probably getting his sweatpant game together. But we are here at La Fiesta, and we are interviewing the owner, Maria Nunez. So welcome.
Hola.
Welcome.
What's the address here?
1419 Virginia Avenue, College Park.
College Park. Let me tell you something. You don't know, this area has a lot of jewels in the rough right here. How long have you been here?
22.
22 years right here. And I guess this is sort of hood, but not really hood.
I don't know, but
Well, when you hear College Park, people would like
almost
to think
assume hood.
But it's not really hood.
It's historical
It's
college
historic
park.
college. Mhm.
That's what it is.
I come here all the time for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, wow.
Oh, excellent.
Okay. Well, I wanted to tell everybody we're doing an expose on different restaurants, ethnic restaurants, but really the backstory of it is female-owned, black-owned, people that might not know about it, but it's somewhere that everybody seems to go. We walked in the door and the place was packed over by the bar, so we couldn't film on that side because it was too loud, too many people. So I'm thinking the drinks are definitely working here. They are definitely working here.
My drink is wonderful.
Yeah, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a coconut margarita.
Coconut margarita.
Coconut margarita.
Okay.
Coconut.
Nice.
All right. All right.
Yeah, coconut margarita, and it is wonderful.
We wait for our
And
drinks
I'm
right
not
now,
sharing.
so.
I'm not sharing.
You're not
You're not sharing?
Not even a little bit?
Well, I kind of
Can I
hold
put my finger in it and taste it?
Fixing it.
Let me put my finger in and
It
taste
was
it.
really good.
Wow.
I had a little finger. I had a little picture, and I'm not sharing either. So
You didn't
forget
share.
about
Well,
it.
I just still two
I
drinks
didn't
from you.
share, and I'm not going to share. And it was
It's
really good.
wonderful.
Wow. Hey, I'm right here with Chef Paulie and the owner of La Fiesta, Maria Munoz. And we are here tonight doing the show, but I felt like, you know what, we want to go deep. We want to see exactly what we're going to eat. What's the meal for tonight? What are you going to make for us?
We're gonna do carnitas.
Carnitas.
Yes,
Okay, so that's authentic Mexican,
very authentic.
very authentic. So, walk us through. What do you do, Chef Paulie? This is beef or pork?
No, there is pork.
Okay.
This needs to be cut in little chunks. And then after he cut it, then we start frying it. When he finish, all these are the ingredients.
Okay.
We put beer, and then this is gonna give a little sweetness and color.
What is that?
This is Coke, our
Soda.
famous soda pop, Coke.
Okay.
And then this is gonna give us, it's gonna kill, and then our secret ingredient. Please, I don't want nobody, no. Only you two, okay?
Okay. What is it?
Milk.
Milk.
Everything has to be cooked with lime, everything. One of the reasons that we start with the lime, it is because it kills any bacteria.
Okay.
We got this one, it has like a 20 minutes cooking now. And we take everything.
The beer is real important.
And we finish
Just
with
like
that.
Mama make it.
Yes. This is ready.
We're gonna be right back. So here's what we're going into our new season. It's all about elevation of what we're doing. As Funny Talk with Real People, we have our first guest. Remember Sleepy Green?
Correct.
Sleepy Green set the tone for what we are doing And I want to go back to the origin, to the essence of where we started with. We were bringing people in that had something that you, the viewer, wanted to see, hear, you know, and I think that to champion females and girl power, you know, I'm glad that you are on the show. Now, you're originally from Mexico.
Yes.
We got some drinks.
Drinks
Bring it
are
on.
coming.
That's
Bring
okay.
it on. Bring it on.
Drinks are coming, yes.
What is it?
Organic margarita.
Go ahead, tell it to the camera. What is it?
An organic margarita.
guys, with fresh lime juice,
Fresh lime
orange
juice. Fresh orange
a
juice.
little club soda,
Little club
little
soda.
honey in it,
Little honey.
and white tequila.
White tequila.
Did y'all hear that?
It's on the news right now. We're discussing sexual harassment
In the workplace.
In the workplace, and what better way to be discussing about those type of topics? But
Is that
in
mine?
A woman-owned
Oh,
business,
that's his.
such as yourself. Women have been for so many years, for such a long time, been in a position where they're a family, they're the breadwinner, and they got kids at home, and they got this boss that's being an idiot to them. They have to a lot of times suck it up, and that's horrible. And I've always said to myself, any place I've ever worked, one of the things I've always done, the first thing I've said to the women that I've worked with was that if anybody ever makes you feel uncomfortable, it says something inappropriate, say something to me.
Because you're going to bring it.
I'm going to have something to say about it because I got 4 sisters. And,
Well,
one of the
okay.
things
What are
I'm-
we asking? What are we
So,
asking her? Does she deal
all
with that?
have you ever dealt with sexual harassment?
In my opinion.
Okay.
It's in my opinion. I think before that happened, it has to be corrected. And
okay.
especially on the workplace. Especially me, that I'm the owner, the problem is gonna come to me. Not just to the person that has been harassed, it's gonna come to me because all the suit or whatever is gonna come to me. So before you have to train. You have to train, you have to talk to your people, you have to let it know what it is acceptable and what is not acceptable.
Right.
And girls, I tell my girls, don't play hard because if you lead somebody, sometimes men and women understanding it is different.
Right.
So the girls like to play, and then when it gets rough, they get
And they wanna
upset
back out.
and they want, corrected. But it has to be corrected
In the beginning.
before.
Right.
It has to be corrected before it happens. So we don't have those issues.
I agree with what she's saying, and I think that that's very important only because I bartend part-time, so I understand what you're saying.
Wow.
I get
Wow.
that.
That's very good. Thank you, Ozzy. It was actually you're right. I just popped on Facebook earlier today, right? And I kept seeing Me Too's. So
I did too. What was
kept
that about?
So here's what it's about. If you were ever harassed in the workplace, just put Me Too. Right?
Really?
And then I guess it's like a movement to show that, you know what, this has been happening for a long time.
I did not know that's what it was.
that's
I just thought my sister said Me Too, and then I was gonna just follow suit because I saw all my.
But you didn't even know.
I was gonna say Me Too.
Like, let me just
Like Me Too, because I thought maybe something happened there, but I didn't know that it was a movement.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And the thing is, it's funny. As I'm watching it, they're not just talking about workplace sexual harassment. They're talking about abuse also.
At the
Sexual abuse.
workplace? At the
Just in
workplace.
general.
Well, you know what? Let me dive off that diving board and ask you something, Maria, because United States takes for granted a lot of the things that we have going on. I've traveled to other countries, and then the things that I saw, where I was like, whoa. I was in Condados and San Juan, and when I went to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. Now, it's a touristy part of the country, but I was looking at people's homes that were their businesses when they raised the daggone blinds.
Wow.
They're living in their business, so to speak.
That's what it is. A lot of them.
And I was, I'm sitting there going, well, I got the fence is broken.
What?
That ain't really a big problem
big
in
deal.
the world
Right.
when I look back at those kind of things. But I also know from those humble beginnings and places comes some really magnanimous things. And that's why I said I would like to have you on the show, because I know that your cooking is authentic. And so I'd like you to talk about some of the food particulars that come from your country that you have brought here.
But
Before you go into that,
I was about to ask a question here.
I'm sorry. Before you go into that, can you kind of tell us what made you
That was
come
my
to?
question.
Yeah.
What made you come to Georgia?
but-
Like of all places, what made you come to Georgia?
But not only Georgia, like prior to coming to Georgia, what made you want to get in the restaurant business? Like, so all encompassing, like what was your start in the restaurant business?
Everything about
Family
you.
business,
Tell us about
family
yourself.
business, yeah, some background, some history.
Okay. Well, my family, we were 13 people living in the same house.
13 people.
11 brothers and sisters, and my mom and my dad.
Nice.
So my dad, a entrepreneur man, that had to support 11 kids.
Wow.
So he found whatever he could sell to support the family. And he was very successful doing that because the need was very great. Growing up with him, I traveled with him, not knowing that was gonna set, what I was gonna do in life. I just had fun, follow my dad. Here's my dad, buying things and selling it, and so I was just having fun with my dad. I met a guy, American guy, in Mexico, and we got married. And he was the one that brought me here.
Okay.
And we were gonna live 1 year in this country, and we're gonna go back. Promise, 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 promise.
Just like a man.
That's like a man. Promise, promise, promise.
So that's what you did for the D.
That is good.
That is 33 years ago, and I'm still here. I never went back.
Wow.
But what happened, I had my kids, and I realized how important it is, the education. And I want my kids to have the best education. And I realized that this country was going to give them the best education.
Wow.
And I sacrificed what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do to them do the best.
Right.
Women
So
sacrifice.
one time I met this guy that run a restaurant, and he asked me if I want to work, and I said yes. Well, what I need to do? And he says cleaning tables. And I said, okay. I clean tables, and I started cleaning tables. So, but because my father, and now and me, the entrepreneur portion became real fast.
Real fast. Because you
Real
don't clean
fast.
tables too long.
Right.
I'm not cleaning
By
I ain't cleaning these tables too
second
long.
month, I was serving tables. About 6 months, I was assistant manager.
All right.
About 2 years, I was a manager. And by 4 or 5 years, I was one of the owners.
Wow.
Up it, see? It's all
What my
about
father
perseverance.
had done without knowing, and what I had learned with my family, helped me to develop something that I didn't even know there was on me. And be in business. And
So
it's,
this was the business La Fiesta was?
32 years.
Wow.
Business, La Fiesta.
So you
Not
saved?
this location. We have 21 locations. But I grew my way until I was offered a partnership, and then that was it for me.
You had to buy into it though? Wow.
Yes.
And
But just even getting to that point, like with restaurants, law firms, any kind of thing that you have to enter into a business partnership with as a female, it's difficult
Yes.
to enter a world that's dominated by males. To enter as a female, to become partner and then owner, it's like, it's a struggle, but to overcome that is great. So I give you major kudos and props and congratulations,
So 30 years
and everything.
in this, the hurdles that you had to obviously go through, because you were dealing with Americans at that point, and you're still finding your navigation as someone who came to this country. And I will sidebar say, this country offers so much, and you're an example of, if you have a focus and you have a determination, you can do anything. I don't want to hear no excuses about this, that, and the third, or I can't because, or blah, 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 blah. Because to me, I can just imagine your English was probably not
Bad. Bad. The first time I went to make a deposit, they sent me to make a deposit. I drove to the bank, and it was my first time making a deposit. And I asked the teller, I said, this is my first time. Here it is. I'm doing it right. And she said, oh, you got everything right. Only you are in the wrong bank.
Oh,
Mexico is in the other corner.
so you was making a deposit in the wrong bank. Wow.
My viewer said that the world is dominated by men but ran by women.
Of course. Who run the world? Girls.
Of course. Now, you know, Sway, you touched upon something, and I'm going to be a little antagonist at the moment. Because a lot of times people say there are no excuses why people can't succeed here in the United States. Are they necessarily excuses, or there are solid reasonings why certain individuals cannot necessarily achieve those particular goals in life? Now, I'm bear with me.
You know I'm about to get in it.
What happens is, a lot of times people say, for instance, when people come from other countries, they come here and they succeed. And people always wonder, what's wrong with the people that are here? Why can't they do the same thing? But the key is this. Persons who come from other countries are normally the top percentage of those coming from that country. And so they are the ones who are the most motivated, the smartest. They're the top breed of individuals that leave their particular country and come here because they have that particular motivation and that ability.
She wasn't.
She just said that her father had instilled in her, without her even knowing, a certain sense of entrepreneurship. But not everybody here in the United States has that. Only
that's their fault.
But here's the
No. I can get what he's going.
What I'm saying is that
I get what he's saying.
The top come here.
But I
and
don't
succeed.
think that's the top.
Because if you go back to their country,
She wasn't the top.
No.
She was.
Here's
No,
what
she
I'm
didn't.
saying.
No,
Here's
she
what I'm
wasn't.
saying. Here's
as
what
far
I
as
want to say.
entrepreneurship.
All she
No.
said was her father had
Instilled?
instilled in her entrepreneurship.
Right.
But
Now, that doesn't mean that
That
she
they
was
were
on top of her
top.
chain.
But
That means that she came and
She had
used what
drive.
was instilled in her and put her drive into her work.
Exactly.
Now, if a
Those that
man
are
or
here-
a woman that is here does not have that drive,
Instilled in
then-
them.
It
Their
doesn't-
parents,
No.
they don't necessarily, because think of
No,
this.
you gotta have a desire. You
know
gotta
what?
have a
This is
desire.
my
Have
biggest-
desire.
This is my biggest pet peeve. As an adult, after the age of 25 and 30, you have to stop blaming your parents
parents,
for what you are not doing. And basically what you're saying, because it's not installed in you,
That everybody, not
that it's
everybody
not
has that
installed
ability.
in him. You know what? Grow some balls, grow up, do what you
Yeah.
have to do,
Right.
and take leadership for your life.
everybody a
we
boss?
all wake up
Yeah.
with the same
But look.
24 hours in a
Yeah.
day.
But-
What we make of it is on us.
But I want to say what you're saying, I understand, but I don't think it's the top or the cream of the crop coming from there. What is happening is that they're coming from a place where they don't have certain opportunities and advantages. It's not necessarily, oh, I'm over here and I'm the top over here and I'm coming over here.
Right.
It's that over here in my country, I don't have advantages. So when they come here, there's certain advantages that they have that they didn't have there. But the people here, a lot of times, we take it for granted. And
We take it for
and we take it for
granted.
granted.
That's what it is.
Everything has been placed before us, but then we don't know
Well,
to
it's like-
use the tools
Look,
that
watch
we
this.
have to advance.
Take Shaniqua from Virginia Avenue. She's 17 years old, and she came in here and she was eating, and you saw her, and you were like, "Hey, ma'am, you know what? Are you working? Because I need somebody to
Wash my table.
Wash my
Like
table."
they asked her. Shanika
And
would say
she
what?
was, what?
I ain't washing your
no
table.
tables.
What Maria did was humble.
I'm gonna humble
humbly,
myself.
she
Right.
said, sure.
Right.
She said, sure.
I just sent a message to my old boss at my current job. And I told him, I said, I want to thank you. Early 8 o'clock this morning, I said, I want to thank you because had it not been for the opportunity that you gave me, I wouldn't be where I am today in my career and in the IT technology field, telephony field. because I just was working part-time at my job, going to school, and there was an opportunity for me. This man didn't even know me. He was new, and he came to me. He gave me an opportunity, and I just thanked him this morning because I said, you know what? I would not know what I know right now. I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for you giving me the opportunity. So it's also about opportunity.
Opportunity.
Time and space.
I don't care how small the opportunity is.
It's
because
about
opportunity can grow into something big.
Now, what I like to say to this is, and people come from different cultures and different cities, or different countries, and they come over here and they see in America what we take for granted every day. They see the opportunity to succeed. They see the strive. They see the goals that they set in their heads. They see the struggle in their homelands and say that they don't want to struggle anymore, and they come over here and they make it happen. For us that's here, some of us, we don't take advantage of the things that are before us. As in myself, growing up younger, not taking advantage of the schoolings that was able for me to go to, not taking advantage of the education that I could have gotten because I was taking advantage of what my situation was. But I will say this, as a grown man and a grown woman, you gotta stop at some point blaming everybody for your mishaps, and also expecting everybody to baby you or structure themselves to help you in your situations that you fell short of.
Unfortunately, the kids growing up now think that they have a sense of entitlement. Like we owe them something.
But where you get it from? Where did they get that from?
Well, let me ask you this: how many children do you have? You have two children, boy and girl.
Boy and girl.
Boy and girl, how old are they?
32 and 31.
You ain't but 35. What the
Did you hear that? She said 32,
I've been
31.
working in the restaurant for 32 years.
Well, it doesn't show, baby.
Yeah.
No, you are lovely.
But
lovely.
she said her daughter is a farmer of organic.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, she's a farmer.
An organic farmer.
Your daughter's a farmer. Wow.
Now,
She works
let
for
me
a
ask
farm.
you this, Maria. When you came here and when you started having your family and when your children became able to go to school, you installed in them that same entrepreneurship, or you gave them that same, like, you got to get an education? Did you make
like,
sure?
how did you push them?
Like, what was your push to them?
Well, I tell them something. It's strong.
Okay, we real.
Yeah, we like real.
Okay. So for them to understand, because they are Americans, you have to understand that. Now they are American.
They are American.
They live here, they born here. Everything that they see is what is here. I'm the one that is Mexican. I'm the one that came from over there. But I tell them, I pay the price for you to be free.
Ooh.
I did pay the price. So what I expect from you, it is to have an education, to work, to be all you can be. All you can be. Because it's no excuse. It's no excuse.
Amen.
It's not the language like me. It's not like I can't drive. It's not like how I'm going to do this. It's not. You got it, everything. Yeah. You have everything. You are in this country, and this country offer everything
and take
for
advantage.
you.
Now, that's beautiful that you say, when you said the right word, it sparked something in me. I expect this. All too often, our parents in today's culture don't have expectations, or their expectations are held so low that, all right, look, just get out of high school, shit. You know what I mean?
Now, I tell them, if I make it, if I did make it with all my limitations,
Right.
why not you?
And so
You don't have the limitations.
you was able to communicate that to your kids. And so I'm assuming that
And both
there's a lot of
In both languages.
there's a lot of communication in the house. You did a lot of talking to your kids.
Yes.
And so I'll go back to why I always feel as though communication with your kids is the biggest, the most important. Because when you relay what you expect from your kids and then show, you have to model, you have to say it. You have to show it, show and prove. Son, that's what we said in the book. Show and prove. Why? They model. your kids, mom, they watch you.
Yeah, learning. It's funny that they do what you do, and it's funny that we're talking about expectations. My daughter said to me the other day, she's like, I don't understand why I can't do such and such. Like, I got all A's, and I looked at her and said, I expected you to get all A's. I didn't think that there was anything other, and I think that. People don't. These are the effects of the drinks that they are. You know what? I think the biggest thing is, like, my age group, I think we're so focused on being our children's friends.
Yeah.
Well, you know how I feel about that, though.
Yeah.
I like being friends.
Real deep.
Whatever, man.
Talk about friends.
I like being friends with my kids. My kids are 22, 17,
so
and 10.
the food here, it looks like
Wait, the food's coming.
I had a shrimp quesadilla and rice and beans. And when I say it reminds me of home, like mi casita, authentic Mexican food, like it is so good. No, he can go. I just want to talk about
what is this?
Sorry,
because I'm probably not going to be able to eat it.
Oh
my God, I'm going to
from
taste
Mexico. It's a carne asada.
Carne asada. Tell us what carne asada is. It's beef, right?
It's beef. Steak. A little bit of charro beans with Mexican sausage and the beans.
I was about to say little sausages in there.
A little pork.
Little pork.
Yeah.
Rice, onions, and peppers.
Okay.
Delicious.
It is delicious. Deliciona. Okay. Look, I watched Dora a little bit. Look, my daughter was a Dora fan.
Oh, that looks so good. What is that?
This is one new dish from La Fiesta. Comes with chicken ribs with a little bit of spinach, mushrooms, and rice and beans, refried beans. It's different beans.
I'm gonna taste that spinach.
I'm gonna taste that shit.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna taste the spinach.
I'm gonna try to taste it because these guys are kind of.
Wow. Hey, give a big shout out to the friend of the show, D'Amico.
Hello,
comedian D'Amico, stopped by. He's in the area.
He had a show last weekend, right?
Yeah, you had a big show at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
Yes, he did.
Have a seat over there. Go ahead, sit down. Sit next to Melissa. Okay, what we got down there?
This is carnitas.
That's
carnitas tortillas. Those are the carnitas tacos, the ones that we did in the kitchen.
Okay. Those are okay. So
after we cook everything.
Folks, let me get back in the camera. Folks, you'll actually see a cutaway in the kitchen. We made those tacos.
Oh, wow.
We were in there with Chef Paulie, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Chef Paulie. So these are all authentic Mexican dishes. And so where'd you learn how to cook, man? Where'd you learn how to cook?
Okay, so let's go back.
We're going back into time.
Being such a large family.
Right. 12, 13 people?
My family could not afford to send me to a culinary school. But my priest of the community, it was a very involved in the community.
You said your priest?
My priest. So what he did, he hired a retired professional people, and he hired a retired chef, and he teach the whole community. They want to take the classes almost for free. Almost for free. So all the girls my age at that time, we all went thinking that we were gonna learn to cook so we can get married. I didn't know that I was gonna end cooking for the whole community at College Park. But you know, life takes you to those moments, and then you don't know what is gonna happen with that. You know, we went to take classes because we thought, okay, it's good because we're learning to be a housewife. And that, when I came here and I started working in a restaurant, you know, all came together. My father business, my classes that I had taken, so everything came together, and then I became a sum of everything that I had learned in my country. But I take the opportunity. It is a hard work. it's a hard work. Kitchen, a restaurant is a hard work.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Your website. It has on your Facebook. What is the Facebook again? Tell the camera.
La Fiesta College Park.
La Fiesta College Park on Facebook. And the
The
website?
website is lafiestacollegepark.jindo.com.
All right, well, we're going to put it on our page. Sign up. Go to La Fiesta College Park on Facebook, and there's a form there. And if you fill it out, you can come in and get discounts. The drinks
Are amazing.
Yes.
Are amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting a little
If you
drunk,
like-
I got a little picture on my
Yes. Well,
I'm sorry. We have to wrap it up because we're at our time limit. But before we say goodbye, I want to stand and
I would
applaud.
like to stand and apply. This
No, you sit. You sit. We are applauding you.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. So
like
much.
you when I grew up.
And now we can probably say, yo, this is Funny Talk with Real People. I'm your host, Damien, Mr. Appropriate. Thank you for checking in this episode.
and I'm Mika, she's so fly. And remember, whatever you want to do, you can do. You just have to do it.
And
Work for your dreams.
there you go.
Pay time.
Oswald, space and time. Space and time.
Missy Monroe, wake up on your grind, stay on your grind.
You know what? My special guest, D'Amico, say something, brother.
Hey, I came here and they were serving food and somebody gave me a drink. Virginia Avenue, conveniently located. Come support the restaurant.
Come
See?
support the
Hey, my man, go ahead.
Rashid, food was great.
Wonderful.
All my Woodward Academy's parents and students, definitely check her out. I pass you all the time. The food was great. We're definitely
On the count of three, Funny Talk with Real People. 1, 2, 3. Funny Talk with Real People.
Funny talk with real people.